So in the round 7 is over. It wasn't a long round. Gary Russell Jr. just got the stoppage in the 7th round, man. Like I said, man, it didn't make it to the later rounds like I expected. I thought it was gonna be stopped inside of maybe 10, 11 rounds. But like I said, Gary Russell Jr. stopped him, man. He just hurt him, and the referee just stepped in and waved it off. I'm gonna let you guys listen real quick.
So I like the fact that he was more than willing to fight Escandon in his own fight.
Yeah, other than that one low blow, I thought it was a clean fight for Escandon. But
well, there was an elbow. I don't think it was that clean.
You're so picky.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was squeaky clean.
But what I will say, I love that Russell still obliged it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, not most fighters won't if they have the skills not to. You know,
no, you're absolutely
Russell
right.
chose to be in a fun fight tonight, and Escandon obviously made it fun as well.
And we just saw mask off, and the future looks bright for Gary Russell. You got that one, Paul.
Yeah. You know, we'll look at the show stat numbers, which will demonstrate the accuracy of Gary Russell. Now, landing 46% of the punches, the power punches, which is fairly extraordinary. And they both were extremely active, on a pace to throw over 1,000 punches if this fight had gone the distance. And so that was pretty remarkable. Now we got Gary Russell. He fought a really good fight. Now let's see him step up and fight a unification fight or up at 130 against the champion.
Well, he's talked about wanting a rematch with Vasily Lomachenko as we revisit the scintillating action of this championship bout.
And this is Russell landing the big right hook. His best power punch is, in fact, the right hook. He had hurt Escandon with that punch early. Harvey Dock stepping in.
And like he said, he hurt Escandon with a right hook. When he hit Escandon with that right hook, Escandon backed up to the ropes. Like, he was visibly hurt. He backed up to the ropes. Gary Russell Jr. continued to apply pressure, and he kind of just slumped down, like his knees buckled, and he kind of slumped down a little bit. And that's when the referee stepped in and stopped the fight. In fact, when Gary Russell Jr. came forward, he hadn't even hit Escandon with a punch. Escandon kind of just, like his knees gave, he just didn't want to feel any more punches from Gary Russell Jr.
Accept the knockdown and then see if he could get himself righted. And that's kind of why I think he was complaining to Harvey Dock, because strategically he was getting ready here to sit down, take a knockdown. See, he was getting ready to say, okay, I'm going to take a knockdown here and see if I can get myself together. But Harvey Dock ended the fight. But you can't really criticize Harvey Dock for that, I don't think.
And what they were talking about is just a sequence that I was talking about when Gary Russell Jr. hurt Escandon with that right hand. Like I said, when you look at it, Escandon, I said his knees kind of buckled. I apologize for that. He did look like he was on the verge of taking a knee, as opposed to his knees giving out and his legs getting weak. So I apologize for that. I need to make that correction. He was going to take a knee because he had gotten hurt. Again, I'm not going to argue with the stoppage. Because I just didn't. What was Escandon going to do in this fight that he had not already done that was going to turn the tide of the fight? Nothing really. But and I think two of Gary Russell Jr.'s brothers actually fought today as well. I think it was today, but I know all three of the Russell brothers, because there's 4 of them. 3 of them, they all won their fights today, or their recent fights. So. Shout out to Maryland. Shout out to Oxon Hill for hosting the fight. But boxing is coming back to Maryland, man. But let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Beautiful. How would you assess your performance? Looked very impressive to all of us.
First and foremost, I got to say happy birthday to my father.
Happy birthday, Dad. They were just singing to you.
Secondly, to all the fans that came out to come and support me, I love y'all. I want also to apologize to one of the gladiators, for the gladiators, with the incident that occurred earlier in the Darrell camp. Y'all have to understand that we are definitely warriors and we are gladiators. So sometimes the emotions build up and get the best of us. So please, 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 I apologize for the incident that occurred. Secondly, man, we grateful.
The question about your performance. How would you assess it?
It was a good performance. I fought a very, very, very tough competitor. You know, he's a warrior. He's definitely a gladiator. I knew he was going to come and bring his physical best. It was my job and my objective to be able to make the necessary adjustments, to stay in close. I know he was going to try to smother my speed, so he wanted to be versatile and show that we did have somewhat of an inside game. We executed that. I'm grateful.
Let's take a look here at the stoppage, and I spoke to Harvey, Doc, and Harvey said he just did not like the way that Oscar was looking right there and didn't feel that he should take any more punishment. What's going on right here?
Definitely. You know, we're warriors, and I know that he wanted to continue to push for the duration of the fight. You know, it's up to the referee's discretion to protect the fighters at all times. That's what he felt as though he needed to do. I'm grateful for that as well.
All right, this is such a deep division, and you have said you would like to unify the titles. Does that mean you would like, and you've spoken about it on many occasions, Lomachenko once again?
Of course, that's a no-brainer. You know, that's something that I don't want to do for the fans. I don't want to do it for the media. That's something I want to do personally for myself. So before the end of my career, he definitely got to see me. As far as now, twice. Yeah, twice, because I knocked him out the first time. I'm going to have to do it again.
Will you instruct Al Heyman and your camp to pursue that and pursue nothing else?
As of now, that's honestly not what we want to do. I want to end my career with Mr. Lomachenko. I would want that to be one of my last fights of my career. At first, I would love to unify against any of the other champions in the featherweight division. Lee Soulsby, Abner Mars, and what's the other guy? Leo Santa Cruz.
Leo Santa Cruz, they're going to fight, probably?
Probably. I would love to. If we don't get a unification bout, then I immediately plan on moving up in weight, challenging the WBC champion in the next weight class. It's time to bully around these bigger guys.
All right. Gary, congratulations. Excellent performance.
To my wife, I love you. To my babies, Harmony, Gianna, and Sacred, I love y'all, man. We put the DMV on the map. The straps stay here.
And your brothers did well tonight as well. All right. Congratulations to all of the Russells. Back to you, Morrow.
All right, Jim. Thank you very much, Gary Russell Jr.
So you guys heard it. He wants Vasyl Lomachenko at least 2 more times, and he wants to end his career with Vasyl Lomachenko. So maybe he's going to unify and move up and fight him, and then, you know, fight at a higher weight, you know, possibly try to unify at a higher weight, and then, you know, before he retires, fight Vasyl Lomachenko for his last fight. Who knows how that's going to play out, if it'll play out that way. I'm interested in seeing him and Vasyl Lomachenko go at it again, see if he can pretty much put up a different performance. But, yeah, man, this is a good card, man. I'll more than likely do a more comprehensive breakdown on the overall card later on tonight. But, yeah, man, Gary Russell Jr. keeps that belt. Boxing is coming back. Him, Gervonta Davis, these guys are bringing boxing back to Maryland, man, back to Baltimore. Even though Gary Russell Jr. is from Silver Springs and Gervonta Davis is from Sandtown, which is Baltimore City. You know, man, they're putting the spotlight back on Maryland, and I like that, man. I hope these brothers have long, successful careers. And like I said, I'll probably do a little bit more of a comprehensive breakdown of the overall card later on tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. But until then, peace.